continuing on with our coverage of our predictions for WrestleMania 31, we've got what I think is going to be the best match of the night, without a doubt, and one that I'm really going to be paying attention to, the Intercontinental Championship ladder match. Daniel Bryan, Dolph Ziggler, Bad News Barrett, Dean Ambrose, R-Truth, Luke Harper, and Stardust are all going to be involved. Some people think that Sheamus might get involved too. I'm not a part of that camp, but obviously take that into your predictions as well. Who do you think is winning here, guys? Is that rumor true that they want to make the Intercontinental and the U.S. titles mean a lot more with Brock Lesnar being absent? Because that could play a huge difference into this between somebody like a Daniel Bryan winning or somebody like maybe even a Dolph Ziggler or a Dean Ambrose.
If they want to elevate it, they need to put it on Daniel Bryan rather than Dolph Ziggler because he's a bigger name. I think they're going to put it on Daniel Bryan. I hope that's the reason they had him lose to Dolph Ziggler, that they've got that stupid mentality of where, to get a guy over, we'll have them lose before they win. As far as the match quality goes, I think it's going to be a good match, but I don't think it'll be match of the night. A lot of these ladder matches don't have little to no storytelling, and it's mainly because there's a lot of parties involved, but you can have a good story in a ladder match if you're that good of a worker, so... I'm hoping for the best. I think it will be good. I think it will be average to slightly above.
What else do you guys think?
I think it's going to be a good match. I also believe that it's either going to be Daniel Bryan or Dolph Ziggler coming out. I'm going to hope Bryan just because I'd rather see him with the title than anyone else in this match. Or if they go with a heel, I'd go with Stardust. I'm honestly, I'm completely fine with this. I think it's going to be a great match. This might easily be match of the night, depending on how long they give it. So, I honestly have hopes. I just really hope that Luke Harper, they don't do this big thing where it's like, oh hey, Luke Harper, he's in the middle of the ring, he has a ladder, he's just gonna hit people with it for 5 minutes. If they do something stupid like that, that will fucking drain the match and ruin it because that will piss me off. But I think this is just going to be a spot fest. It's this is essentially a Money in the Bank match at WrestleMania now. This is going to be a spot-heavy match. Whether they do something cool or not, it just depends. It's weird thinking the most high-flying guy in this match is Ziggler and Stardust. But yeah, I'm going to go with Daniel Bryan with the win.
So why the fuck is R-Truth in this match?
Because he's black.
I think it's just like a veteran respect thing.
Or that.
Wasn't he injured before he came back? Maybe they've just decided they're going to give him one last run.
Yeah. Honestly...
for all the shit that we give him, he's not a bad talent. He's good on the mic.
Honestly, this whole part of this...
thing a lot entertaining.
Yeah, his part in this has actually been fun. Like, when he came out with the belt strapped to his back, he's like, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't see no belt.
The guy's genuinely funny. He's good on the microphone. I'm bored of his sing and dance shtick, but...
The issue with what I think the issue with him is that whenever they put him in a match, he just does the same thing. It's just a really short match. Each time he'll do the splits, he'll do a hip toss, and then he'll do his little dance, and then he'll lose the match. That's what they've been doing.
What you're saying is give R-Truth a chance.
I mean, yeah. I think we've all seen R-Truth wrestle. He's not a bad wrestler. He's definitely not the worst wrestler in this match. Honestly, I don't know if he's better than Wade Barrett because I really can't think of too many moments, but he can't be worse than Luke Harper. And Luke Harper isn't that bad of a wrestler. He's probably the best big man they have on the main roster right now.
Brock Lesnar.
He's a heavyweight. He's not a fat weight.
Since when is Harper fat? He's just greasy.
Fat?
I don't know. It's the beard. It's that beard.
Oh, so beards make him fat. Okay.
It's kind of like how you'd always die if you break your neck.
I've been growing this facial hair out for a while now, and I keep gaining weight at the same time.
Harper actually probably has not the biggest, but one of the biggest arms in the company at this point.
Bigger than Snoop Dogg's.
All the Divas have bigger arms than Snoop Dogg. So, if it's not Bryan, who would you guys like to see this? Who's big enough for it? Is it Dean Ambrose?
No.
I wouldn't want Dolph Ziggler to, it should be Dolph or Daniel Bryan, but is it just me or am I kind of just sick of seeing Dolph with the IC belt? It's kind of
Absolutely. I'm actually, my dark horse on this, and actually, I shouldn't even say dark horse. I actually think he's highly being underestimated as a person to win this, is Stardust. I feel like they're behind the Stardust character right now.
Maybe. I wouldn't be upset if he won. He definitely deserves it. He's a solid hand.
And you know what? Cody is a good enough performer that he could bring some prestige to that title if he has a good long run with a cool character.
Well,
But
didn't
they
bring
need-
prestige
it
back to
depends-
it, like last time he got held it. He was the one who changed the strap to white.
Mm-hmm. You change it to
Shit.
gold.
That
What
gold
they
belt
need-
was ugly.
They want to elevate these titles. The competition needs to be at a higher rank now. Kind of like how John Cena's going to be probably end up winning the US title. It's a main event guy holding that belt. So as much as I wouldn't mind Stardust, I think it needs to be Daniel Bryan or maybe Dean Ambrose.
I
know
actually
something-
reckon Wade Barrett's retaining.
Could happen.
I do not think that at all. You know, it's something that we haven't really mentioned yet is that we've been talking about how when Lesnar's gone, they're talking about elevating the titles. You think if no matter who wins this match, do you think there's a shot that Reigns can easily take it off him a little bit afterwards, so they could give him something to do, so he doesn't completely fall off the map? If he loses to Lesnar,
Potentially.
Yeah,
or
that
should
could
they
happen.
save that for Rusev if Rusev somehow wins against Cena?
I could always easily see Rusev losing and just taking the IC strap instead.
Yeah, that could happen. I don't think it will, but it could. Yeah, it's definitely not out of the realm of possibility. Then again, that depends. If Roman Reigns wins the title, no need.
But yeah, I do think Stardust shouldn't be underestimated. That's Stardust Goldust idea. That was just something I just want to mention. But yeah, I think Stardust. I think he needs something right now to somehow elevate just the Stardust name, because I think the Cody Rhodes thing that they're doing with him, where the fans chant Cody at him even though he's not. I think that could work well if they give it something to go behind it with. I think that has a lot to do with him.
I just think an important note is where the US title and the IC belt stand right now. It's not a case of the belt's going to make the guy. It definitely is going to be the guy that makes the belt. And they, more than ever, if they really want to elevate these titles, they need to be anal about who they pick this year.
Well, but should you do the same method for both of them? Because then you're just making those belts see the same thing more than ever. All right, let's put it on a main eventer and let's see how we go. You could do that with the US with John Cena, and then for this, do it with a really bright younger guy.
I'm fine with that, but they need to put him against higher talent then.
To be honest,
Yeah,
none of these
do
guys
that.
are young
That's
in this
fine.
match.
Yeah, that's awesome then. We all agree.
Yeah, have Stardust go there. Have him start his feud with Daniel Bryan. Have him feud with Roman Reigns. Have him feud with Goldust again on one of the shittier pay-per-views like Payback or something.
So they can have a shitty match. Again.
All right, so gun to your head, who's winning this?
Daniel Bryan, and it's more wishful thinking than that, I think.
Daniel Bryan.
Wade Barrett.
Stardust.
I'm
Yeah,
going with
I
Bryan
will
as
say
well.
my second shot would be Stardust as well if I had to pick a second one.
Who did you say, Tony?
Bryan.
Okay.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, then I think that it's an Ambrose win. But the other upper mid-card title is what we're going to talk about next. United States Championship, Rusev versus John